Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to do a really invigorating Vinyasa Flow to unleash your inner warrior, to unleash your inner strength, power and resilience, not only physically but also mentally. Hope you enjoy. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to click subscribe so you'll never miss out on another video. Love and gratitude. Welcome guys, we're going to start down onto our backs for this practice. So come down to a nice comfortable resting pose. You can either just bring the soles of the feet to the ground, or if you prefer to start with a hip opener, bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees drop out to the sides into Supta Baddha Konasana. Closing down the eyes, bring your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your belly. And before we start to connect to the breath, just start to scan your physical body as you arrive in your space, as you arrive in your body. Feel the weight of your body, grounded. And now bring your awareness to the breath. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And slowly release the breath out through your nose. Honoring this time of stillness before we begin our dynamic practice today. And setting an intention for the practice ahead. Take one more deep breath in. And let the breath go. Curl the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. And bring the forehead to the knees. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Really curl yourself into a tight little ball. Squeeze it in. Hold it. And release both feet back to the ground at about hip distance apart. Extend the right leg straight up towards the ceiling. Press out through the right heel, flexing the foot, and then you're going to bend the right knee, take the right ankle to the left thigh, and open up into the right hip, drawing that right knee towards the front of your mat. Deeper, interlock the fingers, either underneath the hamstring or over the top of the left shin, and then pull the knee towards your chest, coming into a reclined pigeon, opening up into the hip and stretching out through the right glute. Squeeze it in, keep drawing that right knee towards the front. Come back to your breath. One more breath in. And breath out, release the left foot down, extend the right leg back up, and then lower the right foot down. Extend the left leg up, flex the left foot, bend the left knee, draw the left ankle to the right thigh, open up into the left hip as you press the left knee towards the front, and you can stay here if you want to, again, take it deeper, interlock the fingers over the shin or underneath the knee, and pull the right knee towards you. Squeeze it. Keep lengthening the tailbone down towards the ground. Keep drawing that left knee towards the front wall, creating a bit of resistance. One more breath in. And breath out. Slowly release the right foot. Extend the left leg up towards the ceiling, and then lower the left foot. Pull the right knee into your chest and extend the left leg long along the ground. Again, dorsiflex the left foot, really press out through that left heel. Pull the right knee in as close as you can towards the right shoulder. Really use some effort, some force here. And then guide the right knee over towards the left. Come into a twist, reach the right arm out. Look over the right shoulder. Deep breath in and breath out. Inhale, come back to center. Hug both knees back into the chest. Extend the right leg long. Squeeze the left knee as close as you can towards the left shoulder. Press out through the right heel at the same time. Really squeeze. And then guide the left knee over to the right, taking a twist. Reach the left arm out to the left. Look over the left shoulder. Feeling that release with each breath out. One more breath in. And breath out. Inhale, come back to center. Hug both knees into the chest, and we're going to rock and roll up to our mat. When you get there, cross the ankles, and we're going to find our way to a tabletop position. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, starting from a neutral spine, and we're going to warm up into some cat and cows, warming up into the spine or continuing to warm up into the spine. Arms nice and straight. As you take a breath in, open the chest towards the front, dropping the belly down, creating a beautiful extension into the spine. And then as you exhale, round out through the spine, tuck the tailbone under, draw the chin towards the chest. And we'll keep moving to breath. We'll keep moving just to your own breath, to your own rhythm, feeling the movement of the spine and creating that movement to breath, union, connection. If you want to take it somewhere else, you can turn the fingertips towards the knees and stretch out through the forearms and the wrists and continue, only if that feels okay for you. Start to activate your Ujjayi pranayama if you haven't already. Breathing in and out softly through the nose and gently contracting, constricting the whispering muscles at the back of the throat. Just one more round, one more breath. And then come back to your tabletop. Going to extend the right leg straight back. Dorsiflex the right foot, press back through the right heel, reach the left arm forward, draw the left shoulder blade back and in towards the spine, making sure the front side body is nice and engaged, especially the core. Engage into your right glute, holding it here. Keep breathing softly and smoothly. From here, I'm going to take the left arm straight out to the left, and the right leg is going to go straight out to the right. Try keep the right leg lifted in line with the right hip, holding it here. Strength into the glutes. Keep activating into the core as well. Keep breathing. One more breath in. And breath out. Return to center and release. And we'll come to the other side. Extend the left leg back, flex the left foot, right arm forward. Holding it here, activating into that right lat by drawing the right shoulder blade back and in towards the spine, engaging into the left glute, lifting up through the core. Keep it nice and strong and really stable, really still. All you can feel moving is the rise and fall of your belly in connection with your breath. Take the right arm out straight to the right. Take the left leg out straight to the left. Try and keep it as high as you can. Keep it nice and strong, but most importantly, keep breathing. Notice how the breath feels here as we come into this extra bit of effort, this extra bit of strength. Does it get tighter? Can you keep it nice and smooth and calm? One more breath in. And breath out. Good. Return to center and release. From here, bring the knees nice and wide. Big toes to touch. Sink the hips back to the heels. Bring the fingertips to claw the ground as you come into your balasana, your child's pose. Melt the third eye down to the ground. Activate the arms here. Melt the chest down, sink the hips back. Just 3 breaths. And slowly come back to your tabletop. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Wrap the triceps back so your elbow creases are facing forward. Tuck the toes under, activate into the core, and lift the knees to hover off the ground into a floating tabletop, holding it here. Lift the right toes to hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the right toes. Lift the left toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the left toes. Press the hips back, coming into a really low downward facing dog with the knees bent, melting the belly back towards the thighs, pressing the ground away with the palms of the hands, holding it here. Deep breath in and breath out. And then straighten the left leg, and then straighten the right leg, bend the left knee, and just walk out your dog as we come into Adho Mukha Svanasana, our first downward facing dog. Settling in, eventually finding stillness here. Continue to press the ground away, creating a nice long line of extension through the spine, lifting up through the hips, lifting up through your tail. If it feels okay, straighten the legs as long as you can maintain that nice straight. Otherwise, keep the knees bent if you're tight through the hamstrings. Focus back on your breath. And just take a moment, come back to that intention you set at the beginning of the practice. Set it clearly again in your mind, and just remember to keep coming back to it throughout your practice when you remember. One more deep breath in and breath out. On the next breath in, raise the right leg high to a 3-legged dog. Square the right hip down towards the ground and really press the right heel towards the back wall, flexing the right foot, holding it here. From here, lift the left heel, come high onto the left toes. Take a breath in. On the breath out, lower the left heel. 2 more. Inhale, lift the left heel. Exhale, ground it. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, ground. And then we're going to bend the right knee, open the right hip like you're trying to stack the hips. Squeeze into that right glute, holding it here. Deep breath in and breath out. Straighten the right leg down to the ground. And we'll come to the other side. Reach the left leg high, squaring the left hip down towards the ground. Press back through the left heel. Lift the right heel off the ground. Come high onto the right tippy toes. Press it down. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, root it down. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the left knee. Open the left hip. Keep pressing the ground away. Feel the breath into your left side body. Really expanding. 1 more breath in. And breath out. Straighten the left leg. Lower the left foot. We're going to make our way to the top of the mat. Little steps all the way to the top of the mat, coming into a forward fold when you get there. Bring the tops of the hands down to the ground. Let the head relax. Bend the knees as much as you need to, softening the neck, softening your facial muscles. On your next breath in, find a halfway lift. Nice flat back, reaching the crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold forward again. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, reaching the arms up. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up again. Gaze up between the palms. As you exhale, hips all the way down to Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, Urdhva Mukha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms to the ground, step the feet back to your high plank. Hold it here, stacking the shoulders over the wrists. Press the ground away, puff the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling, so we're protracting. Squeeze into the inner thighs, engage the glutes, tuck the tail under, engage into the core. Drop the knees if you need to here. Otherwise, keep breathing, keep holding this strength and stability. One more breath, deep breath in. Hold it on the breath out. Next breath in, shift forward so the shoulders come right over the fingertips. Bend the arms. Slowly lower all the way down onto the belly. Getting ready for 3 cobras. Bring the tops of the feet to the ground. Hands by your chest, squeezing the elbows in towards the ribs. As you inhale, peel the chest off the mat. Squeeze into the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs. Exhale, melt the chest down. And again, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. One more, and this one we're going to hold it. Inhale as you lift. Really strengthening into the back. Maybe you'd like to hover the hands here. Maybe you'd like to hover the legs. And squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the elbows in. Breathing smoothly. One more breath in. And breath out. Release. Tuck the toes under. We're going to press up to our high plank. Press it up. Hold it here. And we're just going to draw some little circles over the wrists, just to keep warming up into those wrists. Try and keep the shoulders circling over the fingertips. Change directions. Keep lifting up through the upper back. And good. Press back to downward facing dog. Taking 2 deep breaths. Lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze forward. Walk, step or jump, however you get to the top. Coming to halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up to standing. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bow forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms. Step or you can jump back to your chaturanga. Bend the arms, lower nice and slowly, squeezing the elbows in. Inhale, come to cobra, or if you're ready, come to upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog, 2 breaths. One more breath in. And breath out. Lift the heels, bend the knees to the top of the mat, nice and light. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Take 3 breaths here. Feeling yourself grounded. Pressing the weight of your body down through the feet. Feeling the breath slow down. From here, bend your knees, sweep the arms up, come to Utkatasana chair pose, sinking into a nice seat. Press the weight down through the heels, lengthen up through the side body. Try and keep the biceps in line with the ears if you can. If you're really tight though, don't worry so much about it if you're tight into the shoulders. You can even bring the arms a bit wider if you're really tight. Holding it here, maybe sink a little deeper. One more breath in. On the breath out, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to halfway lift. We're going to make our way back to down dog, flowing through our vinyasa, step or jump, back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you inhale, raise your right leg high to the sky, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, tiger curl the right knee into the nose. Step the right foot forward between the thumbs. Spin the back foot flat to 45 degrees. Bend into the right knee. Come up to Virabhadrasana 1. Warrior 1, square the hip. Edge of the back foot. Deep breath in. On the breath out, lower the palms, frame the right foot. Step the right foot back to high plank. flowing through your vinyasa all the way back to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the nose. Step the left foot forward, spin the back foot flat, Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale as you rise up. Exhale, lower the palms. Step the left foot back, high plank. Take your vinyasa back to downward facing dog. And we'll do one more round. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Step through, warrior 1. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower the palms. Step the right foot back, moving all the way back. Downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to the nose. Step the left foot forward. Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale. Exhale, lower the palms. Step the left foot back. Flow back, meeting back in down dog. Take a few breaths. Deep breath in through the nose. And let the breath go. Open the mouth. One more. Inhale. Sigh it out. Next breath in. Raise the right leg high. Three-legged dog. As you exhale, knee to the nose. Step the right foot forward between the palms. And we're going to come to a lunge. So keeping the back heel lifted onto the back toes. Drop the back knee down to the ground, coming into low lunge. And just shift the hips back and forth. Take a little movement here, continuing to open up into the hips, into the left hip flexor. Taking one more breath in. We're going to slide onto the front heel, Ardha Hanumanasana. Flex the right foot, pull back on the right heel. Keep the left hip stacking over the left knee and draw back on the right outer hip. Come to like a halfway lift with a nice flat back. Take a breath in. On the breath. And again, inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Hold it here. A few breaths. Keep pulling back on that heel. Soften into your shoulders. Really nice way to open up into the hamstrings if you're tight. One more breath in. On the breath out, bend into the right knee. Lift the back knee back up, coming onto the back toes. Come high onto the fingertips. Now usually come up to a high crescent lunge, finding stability as quickly as you can. Squeeze into the left glute, lengthen up into the side body. And I want you to contract into the core, so rather than maybe taking a back bend, think of creating this strength into the core, wrapping the lower ribs in, engaging into the belly, holding it here, deep breath in. Feel the front heel rooting towards the ground, pressing down through that heel. We're going to come to a half crescent, leaning forward to about halfway, keeping the biceps in line with the ears. And then from here, we're going to launch. We're going to float the left leg up to Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3, squaring that left hip down, pressing back through the left heel, really reaching the fingertips forward at the same time. If you can, try and keep the biceps framing your head, framing the ears, holding it here. If that is a little bit too much, you can bring your hands to heart center to modify. Nice and strong, focused, coming back to that Ujjayi breath. So strong here. One more breath in. Start to slowly bend the right knee, and we're going to plant the toes back to our crescent lunge. Lift up through the chest. One deep breath in. On the breath out, lower the palms. Step the right foot back, making our way back to downward facing dog. Just take a few moments here to reset before we move into the other side. When you're ready, raise the left leg high, three-legged dog. Draw the knee to the nose. Step the left foot forward between the palms. Coming to this low lunge, drop the back knee down and just take some movement here. You can sort of circle the hips as well. and then slide onto the front heel, dorsiflexing the left foot, Adha Hanumanasana, pulling back on that left heel, get that really nice engagement into the hamstring. Halfway, deep breath in, exhale, fold forward, inhale again, halfway, exhale, fold. One more, inhale, exhale, fold, hold it here, a few breaths, sink deep. One more breath in, and breath out. Slowly bend back into the left knee, lift the back knee, and then use your strength and stability coming up to Anjaneyasana, high crescent lunge. And again, squeeze into the right glute, contract into the core rather than taking a back bend. Today, really finding that core strength, rooting down through the front heel, deep breath in, and breath out. Lean forward, coming into a half crescent, Adha Anjaneyasana, reaching through the fingertips, keeping the arms framing the head, and then we're getting ready to launch. Use your strength into the front leg to float the right leg up into Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3, squaring the right hip down, pressing back through the right heel, holding it here, still contracting into the core here as well, as much as you can, feeling that strength, feeling your focus, setting your drishti to one point, to the ground, keeping the neck nice and neutral and long. Keep breathing. Thin. Slowly start to bend the left knee with control. Plant the toes to the back of the mat. Back to your crescent lunge. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower the palms. Well done. Step the left foot back. Take a vinyasa all the way back to down dog. Let's keep moving. Inhale the right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the nose. Step the right foot forward between the hands. We're going to come straight up to crescent lunge. Deep breath in. Exhale, lean forward and launch. Warrior 3. Holding it here. One deep breath in. Slowly bend the right knee. Plant the toes to the back of the mat. Back to crescent lunge. One deep breath in. On the breath out, open to Virabhadrasana 2. Spin the back foot flat, sink deep into the front knee, lengthen through the arms, holding it here. Really press into the outer edge of your left foot and squeeze into the glutes here. Find that core contraction, set your focus. One more deep breath in and breath out. As you inhale, flip the front palm, paint the sky, reverse your. On the breath out, come to extended side angle, take the right forearm to the right thigh, reach the left fingertips towards the front, holding it here. Uttira Pasvakonasana, really lengthening into the left side body. If you want to come into a half bind, you're going to bend the left arm, take the left hand to the right thigh, or maybe you want to come into the full bind by reaching the right arm under the right thigh and taking hold of the wrist or the left fingers, pulling back gently on that left shoulder, maybe lifting your gaze, holding it here, still sinking nice and deep. And now use the power of your body, the power of your mind to stay, to sit with whatever you're experiencing right now. Maybe you really want to get out of this position, maybe your legs are really starting to talk to you, but can you just breathe through it and just experience it for what it is, without judgment, without attachment. One more breath in. On the breath out, release the bind. Plant the palms to frame the right foot coming onto the back toes. Step the right foot back to high plank. Lean forward, bend the arms, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the nose. Step the left foot forward, crescent lunge straight away. Inhale to come up. Exhale, lean forward, and we launch Warrior 3. One breath in. Exhale with control, back to crescent lunge. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale, open to Virabhadrasana 2. Set this up nice and strong. grounded, pressing through that front heel, pressing into the outer edge of the back foot, opening up across the chest and lengthening all the way into the fingertips. One more breath. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse. Exhale to extended side angle, left forearm to the left thigh. Reach the right arm towards the front wall with your bicep in line with the right ear. And if you took it to the bind on the other side, to the half bind, just taking the left hand to the right hand, to the left thigh, or the full bind. Reaching it under, opening up across the chest, maybe even lifting your gaze, holding it here. And keep breathing, stay with it. You're so much stronger than your mind tends to give you credit for. When the mind wants to give up, the body can always dig deeper to stay. So know that and dig deep. Just 2 more breaths. Deep breath in, breath out. You've got this. 1 more breath in. On the breath out, release the bind if you have it. Lower the palms, frame the left foot. Step the left foot back, high plank. Flowing all the way back to downward facing dog. Getting ready to flow, moving to breath. Getting out of your head into your body, enjoying the flow. Let's do it. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to the nose. Step the right foot forward, crescent lunge. Inhale as you come up. Exhale, lean forward and launch. Warrior 3, deep breath in. Exhale, slowly return to your crescent lunge. 1 breath in. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, flip the front palm. Paint the sky. Exhale to your version of extended side angle. Holding it here. 1 deep breath in. Exhale, release. Step the right foot back. Find your way back to downward facing dog. Other side, inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to the nose. Step the left foot forward, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 3, launch it. 1 deep breath in. Exhale, return to Anjaneyasana. Inhale, flip and reverse. Exhale to your extended side angle. 1 deep breath in. Exhale, lower the palms, frame the left foot, step the left foot back, all the way back to your downward facing dog. Well done. Take a deep breath in through the nose and let it all go. And another deep breath in and out. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, jump to the top of your mat and just come down onto your butt. We'll just take a little rest. Bring the soles of the feet together. Come to Baddha Konasana. You can sit up onto something if you're really tight into the hips. Interlace over the tops of the toes. Take a deep breath in, lift up through the chest and fold forward. And we'll just take 5 really slow breaths here. One more breath in and breath out. Use your breath in to come all the way back up. Bring the knees back together. We're going to meet back in Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Just a little bit more to go. A little more strength, a little more effort. Take a breath in, raise your right leg high, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, tiger curl the knee to the nose, step the right foot forward, come to warrior 2, spin the back foot flat, cartwheel that left arm overhead as you reach the right arm forward, come to your warrior two. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse. Exhale, take your extended side angle, holding it here. Now, if you've got this bind quite easily, or you can have a little play here with bird of paradise. So you're going to look down towards the right big toe. Maintaining the bind the whole time is the key. You're going to bring all of your weight into the right leg, and you can shuffle the left foot in as much as you need to, or you can, if you've got the strength and balance, you can step the left foot to the top of the mat next to the right, and then you're going to transfer your weight into the left leg, and you're going to keep the bind as much as you can, and then start to peel the right toes off the ground, point through the right toes, lift up through the chest, coming all the way up, keeping that bind, and then playing with your balance here. If you like, you can play with extending the right leg out, holding it here. Have as much of a play as you like. If you fall out, don't worry too much about it. It's just fun to challenge yourself, fun to play, especially when no one else is watching. And when you're done, come all the way back to your extended side angle, holding it here. One more breath in, and then come all the way back up, warrior two. Straighten the front leg. You're going to pivot the right foot in, pigeon toe the feet, take the hands to the hips, and we're going to fold forward. When you're ready, hinging from the hips, folding all the way down. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. As you breathe in, come to a halfway lift position, nice flat back. As you exhale, fold it down, and we're going to hold it here. You can walk the hands between the feet or all the way back, or if you want to pistol grip the big toes for a bit of leverage, drawing the crown of the head down towards the ground. One more breath in, and breath out. Walk the hands back below the shoulders. Coming back to that halfway lift now, you're going to pivot the left foot forward, bend into the left knee, cartwheel the right arm overhead, come to warrior two. So now we're on the other side. Take a breath in, flip the front palm, paint the sky. Exhale to your extended side angle, and maybe playing with the bind. If you've got the bind, maybe you want to play with your bird of paradise on this side, looking down towards the left foot. Heel toe the right foot in as much as you need to, and then step the right foot to the top of the mat to meet the left. Transfer the weight into the right leg, and then start to slowly peel the left foot off the ground. Lifting up through the chest, trying to keep the weight over that right side, and then maybe straightening the left leg. And once you've had enough time to play, take it back down and step the right foot back to your extended side angle. Taking one deep breath in and breath out. Come back, warrior two. Straighten the left leg. Heel toe the feet in a little bit more, and then turn the heels in. We're going to come into a squat. Bring the hands to heart center, bend the knees, sink the butt down. And now from here, if you'd like to have a little play with your bakasana, your crow pose, you can. Otherwise, you can just stay here in a squat. If you want to come to crow, you're going to lift the butt, bring the feet together, plant the palms, lift the heels, and you're trying to bring the knees. If you've never done it before, it's much easier to bring the knees to the elbows. If you are quite confident, bring the knees as high as you can up towards the armpits, reaching the crown of the head forward, spreading the fingers nice and wide. Start to take the weight into the fingertips, bending the arms, creating maybe just playing by alternating feet, or maybe you can take flight. can have as much time as you like. If you want to keep playing, you can always pause the video. We're going to meet back in our downward facing dog, flowing back through your vinyasa, all the way back, taking a deep breath in through the nose, and let the breath go. Bend the knees, step or jump onto your butt, and extend both legs out in front. You can give the legs a little shake. Flex the feet, and we're going to bend the right knee in for Janusasana, right into the thigh, opening up into the right hip. If you need to place something under the right knee, if you're working into a half lotus, you can take the right foot on top of the left thigh and then work the right knee down towards the ground. Reach both arms up, deep breath in. On the breath out, fold forward. Reach for the foot and then work the elbows down towards the ground so that we really lengthen out into the lower back, and then tuck the chin towards the chest. One more deep breath in and breath out. Use the breath in to calm back up. Extend the right leg out, maybe give it a little shake, roll the ankle one way and the other. And then we'll come to the other side, bending the left knee, placing the foot against the thigh, or if you're coming into the half lotus, on top of the thigh, working the left knee down towards the ground. And again, if you need to place something underneath the left knee, deep breath in, reach both arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hips to fold forward, work the elbows down towards the ground. Rather than having straight arms like this, think of working the forearms down so you can get that length into the lower back, and then create full flexion into the spine by tucking the chin towards the chest. And breathe here, feeling the breath really slowly, feeling it expanding the lower back. And again, come back to that intention. Remind yourself. Keep carrying it with you. One more deep breath in and out. Inhale, come back up. Release the left leg. Maybe give it a little bend and straighten, or roll the ankle. And we're going to come all the way down onto our back. And it's your choice here for an inversion, if you would like to take a supported shoulder stand, or if you would simply like to reach the legs up towards the ceiling, maybe place something underneath the hips like a block if you have one, or if you have a cushion, you can place it underneath the sacrum, and reaping all the benefits of an inversion here in Viparita Karani, allowing the blood flow to drain from your lower limbs, and just allowing you to enter this parasympathetic state. And take as much time as you would like. And when you're ready to release, release. Hug the knees back into the chest, and then just drop both knees over to the left. Breath in And breath out. Inhale, come back. Exhale, take the knees over to the right. Gaze over to the left. Breath in. And breath out. Come back to center. And land in your final resting pose. Your Savasana. Let the feet drop naturally out to the sides. Palms are turning up to receive. And everything is soft. After all of the strength, stability, movement, and resilience that you cultivated during the practice today, enjoy this place of ease, softness, stillness. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed your practice. Take as much time as you need to rest. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.